Sup peeps, my name's Ian, I sell books on eBay. We've got, I think, 11 orders going out this morning. It's 9 o'clock, Friday morning, so it's still early in the day, but sales from yesterday afternoon. A couple that have come through this morning as well. Let's show you what's gone so far. As usual, a lot of bread and butter, but a couple of more interesting bits and pieces and take a wee look at as we run our way through. Anyway, first up, we've got The Cassandra Sanction by Scott Mariani, part of my variation listings. Every Scott Mariani book goes to the same listing so people can make up their own bundles. So £3 a book, buy 3 get 2 free, plus £3.99 postage on top. That's how I structure it, but this is sold on its own from that listing, so £3 for a book plus £3.99 postage, £6.99. And then we have another variation listing, but this time it is an actual bundle, and it's 4 John Connolly books, wee hardcover at the bottom, and then 3 paperbacks. I do love John Connolly. His latest book is just out in the last few weeks. I keep meaning to pick up a copy and forgetting, but £12.99 for that lot, I think it was. That's great. I'm just going to check because this is a bit of an odd sized order. It's not 5, it's not 3, it's something a little bit different in between, which means that it sold for, let's see how it worked out. Right, so £13.99 in, £2.07 in standard transaction fees, £2.18 in promoted listing fees, which means £9.74, and that should go for about £3.40 in postage. So round about £6 back on those ones there. So yeah, that's not bad. We like it when that happens. Next, a book on its own is Guild by Raven Kennedy, the Plated Prisoner series apparently. What have we got? Glint, Gleam, Glow and Guild. £5.99 for that one, sold on its own. Then we've got a bundle of 5 Ian Rankin hardcovers. Now I don't know why I packed them up this way when I put them away, because that's just not how they're going to post. They need to be 5 up, wrap them in card and away they go. But 16 for those 5. And then we've got a 2-volume set, Great British Short Stories, so a Reader Digest set, volumes 1 and 2, and £8.45 the two of them went for, which works out as, because that's a promoted listing ones, isn't it? So let's have a look at that one. It's a different number from usual. And where we go, £8.45 in, £1.30 in transaction fees, 91p in ad fees, so that leaves me with £6.24, about £3.30, £3.40 to post them, so between £2.50 and £3 back on those 2 books. So as usual, nothing is huge, but it is what it is. Next, this is a bit different. Picked up a couple of these a week or so ago. So it's Red Velvet. I think they're a K-pop band. It's the CD's in there, but it also comes with an art book and various other bits and pieces within it. So I'm not entirely sure what it is in its entirety. Too many entire words used there. But it's very nice. It's brand new, sealed, sold for £14.99. So there's I need to pay VAT on selling that, which makes it a bit different from the usual. VAT that I need to pay in £14.99 is £14.99 minus, so £2.50 I need to pay in VAT on that, so it's actually only £12.50 in from the sale as such, which then takes us to where are we going? So once the fees have come off of that, I would be left with £9.65 less another £2.50 on the VAT, although actually it'll be closer to about £1.50 I need to pay on VAT there, because obviously I've got the rebate bit coming back for the postage costs, etc. So round about £8 coming back from that order. Then we've got my postage on top of that, which is going to be a couple of quid on that one. So £5-6 in profit from that. It was a 25p pickup because it was in with the books anyway. So all the same. Next, another single book that has sold from a variation listing. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the Deep End, and this again £6.99. Then, as often happens, another bundle of Wimpy Kid books. This time it was a bundle of 5 that's gone out. So we've got that 5 there. They went for £12.99. So my kind of usual bundle price on those. And then a few single books. Starting with Neil Gaiman, Norse Mythology. Really good, as new condition, £6.99. Followed by, now, funnily enough, I was in the shop yesterday and they had a hardcover copy of this. I thought I'm not taking it because I've had a copy of that that's sat for ages and hasn't sold. Wish I had now. Stranger Things 2, Darkness on the Edge of Town. Before Hawkins, New York City was Hopper's beat. Not really sure where that's going with the whole Stranger Things bit, but that's what it is. Only sold for £4.25, so nothing spectacular. Another £4.25 sale, How to Kill Your Family by Bella Mackie. Picked up quite a few copies of this recently. I've never sold them before, but I keep seeing them and I like the cover, so I've just grabbed them. £4.25 for that one as well. Next, only 2 more orders to go through just now. We have The Descent, DVD obviously, not a book. £6.49 that's gone for, so that's £2.50 plus postage. Again, VAT needs to be paid in this, so it's going to be, I'll end up being due about 60p to pay on the VAT there, so that really makes that kind of £5.90 sale, £2.70 to send it because it'll go tracked, so £3 back on that one there. And I picked these up 10 for £1, so that's, you know, nearly all profit, so nice indeed. Then we have the final order for now, so another pick from the variations listings. We've got 3 Dav Pilkey books by Captain Underpants, books 6, 7 and 8, and these have gone for £10.49 for the 3 of them. That's where we are so far. I say 11 half decent orders. This is where I hope to see sales picking up as we run into the last week of the month. That's kind of what the trend has been over the last few months, and if that can continue, then it makes it much easier for business planning, etc., because you know you'll have that kind of peak slump, so it's a kind of sharp peak at the end and the start of the month, and then it levels out down the bottom and then comes up again. If that's consistent, and I know that's going to happen, then let's say I can do a bit more planning around the business there, rather than having to assume that kind of lowest mean value is potentially the mean value I'll have throughout the month. If I know I'm going to have 5, 6, 7 days at the end of the month, start of the next month, where sales practically double, then that's a good thing to, not as a certainty, but to have as something to be thinking on. A couple other things I've been thinking about. This is Jeffrey, our founding member, was asking about this again. A few months ago I ran a couple of live auctions, selling lots of books, sets, some individuals, some more interesting bits and pieces. So I'm thinking I want to do that again. I've wanted to do it again since the last one because it's great fun to do it. You guys seem to enjoy it and people get some absolutely banging bargains. So the space I used to do that, because it takes quite a lot of space because you want to get lots organised and be ready to go, has not been available. So this weekend I am going to strive to clear that space, get that sorted out, and start making up a few lots to have in a sale either early next week, but more likely towards the end of the week or the start of the following week, getting into the beginning of June. So I've got lots of things I can include in that. Obviously you don't make as much money selling stuff in cheap auctions as you do if you wait for the money on eBay, but as I'm able to save on eBay fees and such like, because you can just use PayPal payments, then I'm able to do that and sell stuff at not far above cost, if that's what it goes for. So if there's anything you would like to see in a sale such as that, I'll aim for round about 40 lots. So that could be individual books, it could be sets, it could be bulks of 5. If there's anything you would like to see there, from all the different bits and pieces that I show you day in, day out, that's typically what I've got in stock. Let me know, drop a comment, and I'm going to see what I can pull together in lots, like I say, over the next few days, and we'll get that out to y'all. Where we typically worked it for the couple of times I did it was only subscribers forbidden, and you need to email me your details, i.e. your username, your name and address, once you've won any lots. I can then send out an invoice and you can pay it by PayPal, and job's a good one. So cost of the books plus actual postage cost. So rather than it being a kind of flat postage cost as I do in my eBay listings, if you win 40 books, then it's whatever it's going to cost to post those 40 books to you on top of the cost of the books. So I think there's still a couple of the old live streams sitting live somewhere, so if you're interested in going back and see how they worked, see if you'd be keen on taking part, have a browse, have a sniff, see what works. But yeah, that's coming in the next couple of weeks. I'll let you all know exactly when. Can't really ship internationally on that because it's very convoluted, very expensive for you guys. Since the whole Brexit thing, even sending stuff to Europe is a complete pain in the backside when you're sending it as a business, and I don't want to trip myself up on anything, so I do try and avoid that where possible, but may be able to do it as an exception, I don't know. But that's what's coming in the next couple of weeks, and like I say, let me know what kind of stuff you want to see in there. We've got, special editions, signed books, book sets, kids books, non-fiction, education books, everything and anything. Well, not everything and anything, because there's millions of books in existence and I've only got about 10,000 of them. But, anything at all that you fancy, let me know. I could chuck in some DVD lots there, big bundles of Disney or horror, kids films, just a bunch of 80s movies, anything at all. Just let me know and we'll get that one sorted out and let y'all have some fun with that again, as long as it doesn't blow up my head trying to get it organised. Anyway, that is all for now. I'm going to get this lot packed up and ready to go to the post office and the various drop-off points, but I'll no doubt be back a wee bit later on, hopefully with a couple of more sales that will come in the next couple of hours before my cut-off time. Anyway, see you soon.